In example 2, we need to graph the equation y is equal to negative 4 sine of 2 theta. So first of all, this is a sine equation. We could also find the amplitude, and right away I'm also noticing that I've got a negative sign. So the amplitude is simply the absolute value of this piece right here, and some folks would call that A. That's the letter we usually use to stand for this value out here. So the amplitude is 4. Remember that the amplitude is always going to be positive. We need to put a little note here though that there is a reflection. This will be a reflection over the x-axis. We can also figure out the period, so we know that the period is 2 pi over k. K in this case is 2. So the period is pi. It's a sine curve. There's no funky shifts left, right, up, or down right now. So we know that a sine curve is going to start right here at 0, 0. A normal sine curve, and by normal I mean the parent function, y is equal to sine of theta, or y is equal to sine of x, is going to start up first. But this one has a reflection, so it's going to start down first. Also, we need to make sure that the amplitude here is 4, so let's change our scale. Let's make that a 2, and let's make this a 4, and that'll barely fit in here, so we'll have negative 2, and then negative 4 down there at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that. I think you probably should be able to see that, but I'll scooch it up just a bit. Okay, so we have our first point. We also know that the function needs to repeat every pi, so a distance of pi. That being the case, we're going to take 0 to pi over 2. We're going to split that in half, and there's not a grid line there, but we can go right in the middle. And we want to go, oops, almost made a mistake there. We want to go down first, and then we want to come back to 0. Then we want to go up again to the top line here, and then again to the bottom. You can draw those top lines in there if you'd like, and the mid lines, that's fine. In this case it's fairly easy though, because we're at 0 here, so we know that the points will reach a peak at 4, and then also negative 4, our amplitude is 4. With that reflection, we want to go down first, and we want to make sure that this function repeats for a distance of pi. So let's see how well we can draw this. These ones are kind of tough with not a lot of room to work with. I mean, the graph's kind of big, but when they're squeezed in a little bit like this, you can change the scale if you really need to, but in this case I don't think we do. So we'll just come down, nice gentle curve, draw an arrowhead, not told to graph over an interval. So we're going to keep some arrowheads on there. You could continue this on for a long time. However, most times it's just enough to graph just one full period here.